All right, good morning, everybody. Jared Leon here with Pack-a-Punch Traders. Just want to go over a couple trade recaps from this morning. BGXX being one of them. Just looking for the multi-day bounce. You know, recent IPO, nice little runner from 16s all the way up to 58. And so just looking for that momentum shift in that first green day bounce. And just didn't really get it this morning. Dipped first thing in the morning, came right back on some decent volume and was holding VWAP, making higher lows. And as soon as I saw a little bit of volume come in and it go up and test that high of day, I started to take some shares here and ended up stopping out when it cracked VWAP. Just a little early. Ideally, you're waiting for that morning high of day to break and confirm, and that is the entry. And so I definitely just got in too early. So that was my mistake with this one, just entering too early. I really needed to just give it some time, let it prove itself, and I didn't do that. So took a loss there, and then DPSI was the other one. Once again, multi-day bounce play, and just this one just didn't work out. And they're not always going to work. Was in the 750s. And ended up cutting it at 720. And VWAP in this low cracked here. So it is what it is. I'm okay with taking this small loss here. It is a pattern that usually does work. Sometimes you're just a little too early. It doesn't work out. And you just have to keep an eye on it that next day, next couple of days. It'll do, sometimes it does exactly what you want. So just because it doesn't work out and you take a small loss on it doesn't mean you just take it off watch. DPSI is definitely still on watch for a multi-day bounce. We'll see how it holds. That $6 whole dollar key psychological level. So we'll see how 6 holds, and we'll see if we can get a multi-day bounce on Monday. But that was it. Those are the 2 trades that I took this morning. And the one that I'm really, looking back at it right now, RDBX, I'm really upset that I didn't watch this watch this closely. Nice multi-day breakout over 4. And you can see in the morning it broke over 4 and got a nice pop up to the 460s. And then really just made higher lows, held VWAP really nicely, held the 420s. And you can see it, 420 is another key level here. This red day, it got up to 426, 425. And then just $4 in general is that whole psychological level. So $4, 420s, broke 4 in the morning, and then was holding the 420s really well as VWAP. Higher lows. This was really nice. Should have definitely just watched this a lot more closely than I did. I did start watching it a little bit in here, and didn't think too much of it. Was just going to kind of sit on my hands, especially after taking a couple losses this morning. I really don't want to overtrade. So we'll see if anything lines up for power hour. But as of right now, it's just looking like a couple small losses this morning, and definitely not finishing off the week exactly how I would like. But what are you gonna do? You just gotta learn and adapt. So still just working on dialing in my entries. That's been like the key thing for me, is just having crappy entries, and that shows with VRU from yesterday, buying the high here when it looks like it's going to break that high of day in the morning, not being patient, really just forcing that trade. And then with BGXX, being premature and buying it early instead of waiting for confirmation. Those are just trades that I shouldn't even be taking. Definitely need to just cut those out. I'm fine with taking the the DPSI trade. That just didn't work out too early. So we'll see how that holds up and sets up for Monday. But as of right now, just really disappointed with my trading. Over trading. My entries are just terrible. My timing is just terrible. I understand and I see the overall patterns, but intraday, when it comes to really timing them out and timing out that momentum, um, I really just need to clean it up and adjust. So that's my takeaway from this morning. I hope it made sense, and I just need to do better. So I'm gonna try to start making more video lessons on my trades. I know, Fatty does a great job with his trades and really being disciplined and sticking to his patterns. Um, and so, for a while I was getting really discouraged, and just felt like I was making, him look bad, making Fatty look bad. But at the same time, this is why we started this in the first place. It's good to see how he's successful in what he's doing, and then what I'm doing. We're basically trading the exact same things. We trade the exact same patterns, and yet he's consistent and profitable, and I am the complete opposite. So, kind of cool to see, both sides of it. But definitely trying to clean it up and trying to just get better, obviously. So, hopefully, these are good lessons, and we'll look back and kind of laugh at these moments of my little struggles here. So that's it for this morning. Hopefully we can get some things lined up for Power Hour, and we'll be live streaming later, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, catch you guys later.